What's up everyone, hope you all are having a great day today. There's some good shit and some kinda bad shit that's been going on in my life. First off, not even 2 weeks into the cross country season and I already broke my goal for the season, which was to break 20 minutes for a 5k. And the bad thing is that now our school is going back to the fucking mask mandate, which means I can't make out with the homies in the hall. But that shit aside, Halo Infinite, it looks pretty good. The multiplayer is gonna be free to play, the campaign looks interesting, and they added a fucking grapple hook to Halo, which after playing Doom Eternal, I can confirm that literally everything is made better with a grapple hook. I'm looking at you, Splitgate, but for some people, it's not all great. Over the past few weeks, there's been somewhat of a controversy surrounding Halo Infinite. Basically, two modes, Forge and Campaign Co-op, will not be in the game at launch, and some people are petitioning for 343 to delay the game. And to that, I say, fuck no. Why? Because nobody fucking uses those modes, and the people that do can buy the game when those modes come out. Because why the fuck should everyone need to wait longer to play the game because of a small minority of people who play these certain game modes? Now, if the multiplayer part of the game wasn't free to play, I would 100% understand all of the outrage from this, but when people don't have to fucking buy the game to get the Halo Infinite experience, why the fuck do you care? Yeah, I know, refurbishing what Griffin said in his video, but it's fucking true. Don't buy the damn game. If you want to play it, play the multiplayer, and then wait for the single player co-op to come out if you want it so badly that you're going to bitch about it online. Now, before you get all pissy in the comments and call me a Halo fanboy or an Xbox fanboy, what the fuck? Do you even watch my content? I haven't even touched MCC in like over a month and don't even have 20 hours in that game yet, nor have I even gotten halfway into a single campaign for a Halo game. And no, I don't even own 5, nor do I own a current gen or last gen Xbox. But rambling aside, today we're gonna be looking at a person that a lot of you probably know, Supanova. Basically, back in June, he had a little retard moment where he said Battlefield 2042 is basically ruining gaming because it had no campaign, which soon after he got fucking destroyed in a debate with Griffin Gaming.
Because you're running out of ammo and facing the same enemies over and over again. Yet, funnily enough, your banner on YouTube is fucking Doom, in which you run out of ammo all the time and face the same enemies over and over and over.
It's actually Doom
again.
2016, and you don't run out of ammo in that game.
Yes, you do.
No,
you don't run out of ammo ever.
No, you get a lot more ammo in 2016 than Eternal. Eternal, you run out of ammo, but 2016, no.
And now he's repeating his mistake. Somehow. So it's time to give him an extra hard spanking for being a fucking retard. So enough talking and let's see what YouTube has shat out today.
Biden, wake up. Joe Biden, wake up. 9/11. Today's same day. What happened 2001?
I'm your mom. What's happening, guys? Supernova here, back with another video, and this is gonna be a little bit spicy, because I am actually physically annoyed.
What else is new?
With some of the motherfuckers I've been getting into it with Twitter this morning. And what is it regarding? It's regarding me saying that Halo Infinite at launch is not a finished, complete game, and them
If it's not literally fucking broken, like bugs fucking everywhere, Cyberpunk, Days Gone, Returnal levels of broken, it's a finished game. Lacking content? Sure. Notable content? Debatable. But you're implying that the game is fucking unplayable because it doesn't have 2 game modes coming out at launch.
Fucking retards.
and them trying to say that it is. And not only that it is, even though it's missing features and modes.
Yeah, a whole 2 of them. I shed 2 tears, 1 for each game mode that got delayed.
But that it's okay to release it like that. And I just don't fucking understand these people. I don't understand how the same people who complained about charging $20 for additional content.
What additional content? Like, is he talking about like campaign DLCs or like skins or whatever? Sure, why the fuck would I care about adding additional content? Hell, I'll even go as far to say that sometimes DLCs are even better than the actual games. Like Ancient Gods Part 1, if you haven't played that shit, go fucking play that right now, because that's like probably one of the best DLCs for a game I've ever played.
Not the same content, but additional content in a fucking game. Now say it's perfectly fine to pay full price for a game that is missing modes and features at launch.
Actually, no, you don't have to pay full price for it, and I'm not talking about Game Pass. The multiplayer is fucking free to play. You don't even have to buy the damn game to play Infinite. Again, like I said earlier, if it were different and there was no free to play, I doubt there would be anybody excusing this shit. But you don't have to buy the game to experience it. So if you don't like the fact that there's no co-op at launch, buy the game when co-op is added to the game.
Are you fucking kidding me? You cannot make this shit up. You really can't.
Agreed.
The same fucking people going around saying, how dare they? I feel like fucking Greta Thunberg.
How dare you?
Just remember, everyone, we're not laughing with him, we're laughing at him.
How dare they charge you $20 for extra content? Are the same people saying, huh? What's that, Uncle Phil? You want to charge us full price for part of a game? No, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Thanks, Uncle Phil. We love paying full price for only parts of a game.
As long as an entire half of the game is fucking free.
We love paying full price for unfinished, incomplete games.
He's made the same fucking joke 3 times already and just repeated himself.
Fucking pieces of shit. I literally had some dude on Twitter say, well, single player and multiplayer's finished, so it's okay. And it's like, no, it's fucking not. What, because the modes that you care about are finished?
No, it's because the modes that most people care about are finished. If the people who care about the 2 game modes that got delayed are so pissed, they can buy the game when the modes get fucking added.
It's okay, or at least the modes that you think are finished, because last time I checked, we haven't seen any fucking gameplay footage.
And that exact same point can be put on its head. Like, if the game isn't finished, like, honest to God, like, isn't finished, like, Days Gone, Cyberpunk, Returnal levels of buggy as hell, then yeah, a lot of people will be shitting on this game. But right now, we don't know that, so calm your fucking panties. God, I haven't said that sentence since I was in, like, 7th grade. What the fuck?
Halo campaign, but let's assume, just for this hypothetical scenario, that multiplayer and single player are 100% finished, done, polished, in the can, ready to go. Because the modes that you care about are finished, it's okay to release the game.
Yeah, well, why should I have to wait to play a finished game because of a tiny minority of people bitching on Twitter about a feature that's being delayed? Seriously, answer me that.
And sell it at full price. You selfish piece of shit.
I'm a selfish piece of shit because I want to play a finished game when it was planned to come out. The fuck? You know the thing that just blows this out of the fucking water and proves these people of being absolute hypocrites? So, a decently popular game came out this past May called Resident Evil Village. Now, it was a pretty good game, but you know what was missing from it at launch? The RE-verse multiplayer mode that was promised to come with the game. It was said to come out in the summer of 2021, and now it's delayed to sometime in 2022. Keep in mind that RE Village was at full price, no free-to-play mode, nothing. And where was the bitching for that? Where was the 20-minute video saying how Resident Evil Village was ruining gaming? Oh, wait. It was sponsored by Sony. No, instead, let's make a 40-minute video praising Resident Evil Village and saying how fucking amazing it is, which, to be fair, it is a really good game. God, this person has less consistency than fucking Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi.
You selfish fucking piece of shit. What
You hypocritical fucking piece of shit.
about people like Solid Rev, who give a shit about campaign co-op? Because that's the memories he had with his son playing Halo as his first video game, and them playing campaign co-op together.
They can wait for campaign co-op to come out.
He doesn't get to have that experience with his son now with Halo Infinite, because Halo Infinite won't have it at launch. So what? Fuck him, right? Fuck Solid Rev.
I mean, if he's hot, say less.
Fuck Solid Rev and everything Solid Rev gives a fuck about. Your modes are good to go. Are you what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the problem. That's one of the problems we have with gaming and gamers right now, is selfish cocksuckers like you
Damn, man, you didn't need to call me out for that shit.
You, whoever you are who's watching this video, who said dumb shit like that, you're a selfish cocksucker, and you can go fuck yourself. You really can. Because it isn't just about you. And even if the shit that you liked is ready to go, that doesn't excuse Xbox selling an unfinished, incomplete game and selling it for full price.
It's literally finished, just some shit is getting delayed.
And I already know there's gonna be a bunch of you motherfuckers like, well, Supanova, that's what I have Game Pass for.
Just like how you guys excuse the PS Plus games being shit by saying, oh yeah, they're free games, who cares?
No, you dumb motherfucker. You have Game Pass for games. So you're telling me that you pay monthly for incomplete, unfinished games. That's what you pay Xbox every month for. You pay Xbox every month for a service for you to get incomplete, unfinished games. Unfucking acceptable. And this is something that happens all the time. If there's a game that comes out and the Metacritic isn't great, or it turns out not to be a great game, that's okay.
Who the fuck is saying that aside from the retarded ass Xbox fanboys like Erock X?
That's what I pay for Game Pass for. A game comes out and it's an unfinished, incomplete game. That's okay. That's what I pay for Game Pass for. Game Pass is supposed to be a service that is providing you great gaming experiences. It's not supposed to be a service that's a safety net in the event that those games are garbage or unfinished and incomplete. But that's one of the problems that we have, is people act like it's a safety net, and they use it as an excuse to excuse the quality of games, or to excuse the state of the games that are released into it. So I'm sorry, I don't give a shit if you want to say, oh, well, I pay for Game Pass, so it's okay that the game is not finished or incomplete. No, it is not okay that the game is not finished or incomplete.
And I say, they should have delayed this game.
Then delay it yourself and play it when the features you want are added in.
Yes, they should have delayed it. I don't... Can you imagine if Horizon Forbidden West did release now, and then said, by the way, the campaign is done, but there's a few modes and features we promised you that won't be there at launch. You're gonna have to wait, I don't know, 3 to 6 months to get those.
Well, that has to be one of the worst analogies I've ever fucking heard, because Horizon doesn't have any other modes. If the campaign is done, the game is done. It's a single player only game. This fucker doesn't even know what his own games he hypes up are like.
Do you think it would be acceptable to sell that game right now and at full price? I guarantee you, you'd be saying no. And
again, I wouldn't care if Horizon had missing modes, because there's only one fucking mode in the game, which is the campaign.
I guarantee you, if they did that you would be roasting the ever-loving shit out of it, and you'd be giving every PlayStation fanboy who's defending it a hard fucking time. So,
bro, I don't need Horizon to make fun of fucking PlayStation fanboys. I'm doing it right now.
Why are you doing the exact same thing with Halo Infinite?
I'm not. Horizon is a $60 game with campaign only and no free to play. If it comes out unfinished, it's scummy as fuck. Halo Infinite having delayed game modes is an inconvenience at most, because half of it is free to play.
The other thing is, because of assholes like you, these companies think it's okay to sell us games that aren't complete, to sell us games that aren't finished. You are the one that's causing that shit to happen.
Yeah, I'm part of the problem, because I buy Halo Infinite when it's missing 2 game modes, but when you buy RE Village, it's totally fine. You really can't make this shit up.
I had some motherfucker on Twitter say, well, delay the game 3 months, why? For modes that 90% of gamers aren't gonna use? Yes! Because even if only 10% of gamers use those are modes and features they promised for the game.
Now that's just ignoring the majority and paying attention to only the tiny minority.
That should be there day one. And if they aren't, that means the game's not finished. If they aren't, that means the game's not complete. I don't give a fuck that the modes that only you care about are ready. It is not okay. It is not acceptable. You should be going to Xbox and demanding that they delay the game until it's ready.
Again, why the fuck should everyone have to suffer because a few people are crying on Twitter because they didn't get noticed?
The other thing is, how do you review a game when it's missing content?
You review only the parts that are released?
How do you give this game a score when it's missing modes and features.
What, are the extra modes somehow gonna bring down the score for this game? The fuck is this point?
You fucking can't. If you think that whatever Metacritic score they give this game, missing campaign co-op and Forge mode, is accurate or is something that we should give a shit about, no. And anyone who does review this game, missing modes and features, fucking shame on them.
Retard moment.
This game should not get reviewed by anybody, at least anybody in the industry. If YouTubers want to review the game, whatever. But there should be nobody in the industry, not a single journalist, who reviews this game until it is complete.
Yeah, 2 optional game modes are gonna somehow bring down the score.
Bottom line. But that's not going to happen. So you're going to get Metacritics for Halo Infinite, even though it's not the full fucking game. That's another thing that I have a huge fucking problem with. Because we shouldn't be getting reviews for incomplete games.
I'm going to keep using this screenshot and nobody is going to fucking stop me.
That's like getting a review for Avengers Endgame, even though no one's seen the final act yet. How do you review that movie, not knowing how it ends?
Honestly, the final act of Endgame was kinda shit. But again, you're comparing fucking movies to games. Those are completely different things.
Same shit. How do you review a game when the whole game is not there? You can't fucking do it.
Okay, 2 game modes are not gonna be a fucking third of the game.
And again,
The main point, the bottom line, is it is unacceptable to sell this game incomplete, especially for full price. And for the people that are making excuses for it, or for the people who are saying it's okay, you're absolutely fucking correct, and you are part of the goddamn problem. Part of the fucking problem. I don't understand where all these fucking people came from.
who are just like, nah, I love getting bent over and having dick shoved up my ass.
The one thing he gets right in this video?
I'd love it when these companies just fucking ram me. Fucking no lube, just fucking... Oh, love it, Uncle Phil. Oh, feels so good, Uncle Phil.
Not gonna lie, getting fucked, kind of a vibe. Not that I know, of course.
I want the highest quality, polished, complete game it could possibly be. Why you don't want the same, why you don't demand the same, is beyond me. I do not understand it.
Says the person who will go out and defend Returnal crashing when it's a roguelike because it's quote-unquote fun.
And to you smartasses out there that want to be like, well, The Last of Us Part 2 didn't have multiplayer, and they charged full price, and I didn't see anyone crying about that.
It's not only that, there are a shit ton more examples we have making you look like an absolute hypocrite. Like I already said, Resident Evil Village and Returnal, and then there's also Ghost of Tsushima. I didn't see any bitching that the multiplayer didn't come out at launch with that game, and there's probably more, but there's not much I can work with since your old Twitter account got banned.
First of all, they told us way ahead of time that The Last of Us Part 2 would not have multiplayer.
No, they actually said it in September when the game was supposed to come out in February. Sure, they did end up delaying the game to like June, but really it only was supposed to be around like 5 months until the game came out. Halo Infinite has about 4 months before the game comes out, and I highly doubt that 1 month makes a huge difference when you're telling people what content you will and will not have in your game.
Not that multiplayer is delayed, but that it would not have multiplayer, that it would be a single player only game, and that multiplayer was being expanded into its own thing.
So shouldn't this be even better than that? Because if instead of cutting a major mode, they only cut 2 tiny modes that no one cares about, and even then they didn't cut them, they only delayed them about 2-3 months?
So it's not the same as campaign co-op coming later, because campaign co-op was promised for the game. They never promised us multiplayer for The Last of Us Part 2.
But they said it would come out, and it's been almost 2 years since that tweet.
A lot of us assumed it would be there simply because the first game had it.
Just like how you assumed Battlefield 2042 would have a campaign because older games have it, and then you still call that game shit to this day.
But it was not guaranteed to be there. They never told us it would be there. So it not being there is not the same as campaign co-op being pushed for 6 fucking months. Not the same at all. Not even close. I also find it ironic how that's something that you expect gamers to have been upset about, right? According to you, gamers should have been upset about multiplayer that was never promised in the game not being there.
No, we're just saying for you to
Keep that same energy.
According to you, they should have been upset about that, but they shouldn't be upset about campaign co-op and Forge not being there at launch because it's gonna come eventually. The fuck out of here. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with it. And for the people that want to say it is complete, I'll ask you the same thing I asked this asshole on Twitter. If you get paid $1,000 a week, that's your salary, $1,000 a week, and your boss comes up to you on payday, hands you a check for $700 and says, the other $300, well, you're going to get $150 in 3 months, and then you'll get the last $150 in about 6 months. Did you get your full paycheck that day? And I don't want to hear twists or, well, that's not the same. No, answer the fucking question. If your salary is $1,000 a week and your paycheck is only $700 and your boss says that you'll get the rest later, did you get your full paycheck on payday? If the answer is no, then you are not getting the full Halo Infinite game on launch.
First off, this has to be one of the worst analogies I have ever fucking heard. Not only are you cutting out vital information, but you're also comparing buying a game to getting paid money which you're fucking entitled to for working. If you wanted to fix your analogy to make it more accurate to the situation, let's just use the same analogy, because I really don't feel like thinking of one right now. So let's change it up to say that your company gave you and all your employees entirely free healthcare, meaning that you can get hurt and no matter the cost they'll pay for it. Don't tell me the logistics of that actually happening, because this is all just a hypothetical situation. But then one week they say that they're gonna need to cut down on weekly payments because one of your coworkers got hurt and needed money for their healthcare. But they still say they'll give you the rest of the money, just not right now because they needed to pay for everyone's free healthcare. Would you still be bitching then? I highly doubt it, since they actually have a reason to not be able to give you the money. And even then, it's still better than getting fucking fired from the job and getting no money at all. Again, it's not a great analogy, but it's better than just him cutting out vital fucking information.
Period. End of fucking story. End of story. And for people that say it's not a big deal to wait for those features, well then hey, it's not a big deal to wait for the game.
Look, here's
We're
the
gonna
thing.
be fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
What? No, now you're literally just comparing two tiny features to an entire fucking game. What the fuck?
If it's not a big deal to wait 3 or 6 months for those additional features, then it's not a big deal to delay the game.
That's like fucking saying Spider-Man Miles Morales should be delayed because it doesn't have a fucking photo mode at launch.
3 or 6 months till everything is ready. Right? It's not a big deal, guys. If you can wait for those, you can wait for the game. What's the big deal? What's the big fucking deal?
Supa, my friend, you are going to make me tear my fucking hair out. You repeated the same phrase 3 fucking times!
And I got this motherfucker on Twitter that said this. Ready for this?
You guys bitching about Xbox having no games, making up fake numbers like Xbox has no AAA games in 715 days. Microsoft finally going to release something, still complaining that the game is not finished, but clearly it is. How it clearly is, I have no fucking idea. But clearly it is. So what do you want, my dude? I want finished games. Clearly it is. Except for the fact that it isn't.
Right? Clearly it is, but it isn't. Right? You go to a restaurant, you order a steak, the steak's supposed to come with 2 sides, and you get your steak and you're missing the sides. And you say, yo, where the fuck are my sides? And they say, oh, I'm sorry, the sides are gonna be about another hour.
Except if that situation were like this, the steak would be fucking free.
Did you get your full meal? Is the meal clearly finished and in front of you? No, your 2 sides are in the fucking kitchen still being cooked. But this motherfucker, again, I don't understand where these people come from that are so willing to let these companies just fuck them.
How many times do I have to fucking say this? It's fine. Because half of the game is free. You do not have to buy the campaign to play Halo Infinite. If you're so pissed about it, delay it mentally and let all the people who don't care play the campaign on their own. Fucking quit it with this "you're part of the problem" bullshit. I mean, God forbid if you buy a fucking video game.
So willing to pay extra money for shit that's not there. Right? Like, this motherfucker would gladly go into a store and be like, hey, what's the price tag on that? $20. Hey, let me give you 40. Doesn't matter that it's only worth 20. I'll give you 40 because I don't mind spending extra money.
What? Now you're spending extra money on the game? What the fuck?
I don't give a shit. Again, the same people that said, how dare they charge you $20 for extra content are like, we don't give a fuck paying full price for part of a game.
And he still hasn't named a single person who bitches about buying DLC.
Man, I'm fucking fed up with this shit.
Tell me something I don't know.
I'm fed up with all the gamers on every fucking side who makes excuses for these companies when they obviously abuse us. Obviously do shit that is not okay. And it's not. And I don't give a fuck. This isn't because it's Xbox. This isn't because it's Halo.
Then where are your videos bitching about Resident Evil Village and Returnal?
I don't give a shit who the publisher is. I don't give a shit what console the game is for. I don't give a shit what the game is. If the game is releasing and they're charging full price for it while not having all of the modes and features promised for the game, well then they can go fuck themselves and they better delay that shit.
But I thought Resident Evil Village was amazing.
I demand better. I expect better. Is it because they're so desperate to have a game? Is that why? I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense.
I can tell.
I'm at a loss for words for where people come from who willingly let companies fuck them. Who willingly let companies abuse them. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you know what? I never will. Maybe it's because I'm the old guard. Maybe it's because I'm an OG gamer. Maybe it's because I'm not part of this fucking Fortnite TikTok spending $600,000 a year on fucking skins and emojis.
Yeah, that's right. If you buy Halo Infinite, you're just not a gamer. Get out of here with your fake gamer mentality. I spit on you. Puh!
Fucking generation. Maybe that's the problem. But all I know is that this is bullshit. And because I don't want this video to be any longer than it already is, because I don't even know how fucking long it is, I'm just yelling into a fucking microphone like a madman. My neighbors must be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I mean, fair, they probably are, but not for him yelling.
My face must be fucking red because I can feel the heat. I can feel like the heat coming off of my head from fucking screaming. I'm sure my blood pressure is out of fucking control.
Damn, that's almost as bad as the time the guy fucking lost sleep over Uncharted 4 being rumored to come to PC.
But anyway, oh shit, like I said, I'm gonna end the video here. And that's all I got for you guys on this one.
Well, that took way too fucking long to make this video. This guy contradicted himself like every 30 seconds, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be titling this video, but it's probably gonna have something to do with Halo Hypocrite. I don't really know, it just kinda has a nice ring to it, but this video ended up being like 30 fucking minutes long, and it's gonna be a bitch to edit. Not only because it's long, but because people love to put fucking music in the background of their videos, which means I have to edit all of my music and then put it in between these video clips. Like, goddamn, if you're gonna make a shitty video, could you at least make my job easier and not put in music so I don't have to edit in all my music? Fuck's sake. Anyways, mini rant aside, that was just fucking retarded. I'm ready to Black Widow slam my head into my desk, so again, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you really liked it, hit subscribe, and you know what? Why not share this shit? But as always, I hope you all have a great day.
What are you going to do?